Hello. I've seen some videos about this, the Ninebot ES2 Kickscooter. People say that they get play in it, and I've seen a couple videos. No one really knows how to fix it. It's really simple though. One of the videos, the guy goes on and says he's got to avoid his warranty by adjusting these screws, and that could be the case. There's two there. There's some on the front if it'll focus. They're Allen head keys. There's two in the front. Those are the ones in the back, and then there's two in the front. If those come loose at all, you're going to get some play. Usually, I don't think that's where it's from. I have like 500 kilometers on this thing. It's came loose a few times. You can kind of hear it squeaking, but it's not loose at the moment. You can't tell while riding it. When I'm sitting here at test conditions, maybe you can tell a little bit, but you certainly can't tell while riding it. How to fix it though, I'm going to put it upside down and show you how simple it is to fix it. Okay, so here it is upside down. What I do when I'm actually repairing it is I take the headstock off. So I do remove these two. I don't know why I can't get to focus. And those two. So when you remove where it says if it's not under warranty, it's not a big deal. I wouldn't remove it if you still have it under warranty. Basically, when you remove this off, there'll be 3 cables in here. And maybe 4. I think there's 4. You just unconnect them. The battery lives down here, the wheel, so it's just what's sending back and forth. But when you take off the headstock, all you gotta do is unplug it. Once you get it off, it's much easier to kind of work on it upside down instead of at this weird angle. So if you're actually going to be repairing it, I would recommend go ahead and taking that off. It's really simple. It's just four Allen heads and slides right off. The problem though comes from in here. What happens is if you pull up this rubber shield, you'll see that there's a screw. I don't know what I need to do. I'm gonna have to put it. All right, so there we go. When you pull up that rubber shield, you'll see there's a screw right here. Mine's all banged up. This nut is basically a set nut. You can't see it at this angle, but there's a second one of these right on top of it. So like right here. So what you have to do, you have to back this one off. Okay. So you'll turn it left as far as you can, and it will not come off. So you can crank on that and crank on that and crank on that. You do have some room in there to get to it, so you can get a wrench on it. I use some vice grips. So when you back that up, there's a second screw in there. What you want to do then, unless you have a tool that can fit down in there to reach that second screw, you can kind of see it there. And I'll try to pause the video and put a little pointer. But you can kind of see it up in there. The corner of it. But what you want to do then, once you have that set, you'll take, I have a flat blade screwdriver. And you'll shove it up. It's hard to do holding the camera. And but what you basically need to do is when you lift off this lid and that screw is loose, you'll stick this bad boy down in there, and you can only really get it finger tight. But what you want to do then, best you can, shove this down in there and then manually turn that nut that's up in there. So you'll shove it up in here and you'll spin that nut. You'll tighten it up as tight as you can. You get a fancy angle and you can shove on it, and you can get a good turn out of it. You gotta get that one as tight as you can. Once you do get it as tight as you can, you gotta tighten this one back up against it, and that's what holds it there. So then you just tighten up this first one again, and we're having problems with this first one. You tighten it back up, so just turn it right. Tighten it back up, and that will fix all of your play problems. That's all you have to do. It's really simple if you take this off. Once you get your finger up in there, you can see it when you're not dealing with the camera, but it's right here. So you just back up that first one, tighten up that second one with a flat blade screwdriver, and then tighten up that first one against it. Hopefully that fixes your problem. It'll get rid of all of the play. That's exactly where it's coming from, is that set screw comes off. I'm sure they make a special tool where you can get to it. I tried to take it all apart. I ended up, it was too much work to drop the wheel off and stuff. So that's the kind of best workaround. Make it as tight as you can. Tighten up that second set screw as tight as you can up against it, and that's all you have to do. Your play will be gone. So thanks for watching. Thumbs up if it helped. Thumbs down if it didn't help. Like, subscribe. There'll be lots of cool other tech videos. So thanks.